Hi Libra, I hope you guys are doing fantastic. These are going to be general energies for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the first 2 weeks of November. I'm going to be using the Tarot de la Nuit. I know I don't often show you guys the cards I use, and people have been requesting, so I apologize. I forget. It's not that I'm holding out on you. So that's going to be this deck, and the Arcanum is going to be what I'm going to be qualifying with, okay, to what I feel are a very beautiful deck. So I'm going to pull the Arcanum. I'm actually going to get right into this. I'm going to pull your crowning energy from the bottom. I do want to just talk about a couple of transits, guys, that are happening at the beginning of the month. We do have let's just talk about career right now, because I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread, and then I'm going to sweep that and do a love reading. So I'll talk about some of the love things that are going to be affecting the love transit. But for now, with career, for those of you who are here for some career guidance, on November 8th, we have Sun and Neptune are going to be trining. So this is a great day for you to generate some really positive karma in the workplace. So definitely go out of your way if you can. Volunteer for a project, volunteer for something. Really good karmic energy with this trine for sure, okay? And that's on November 8th. And then on the 12th, we have the Taurus full moon. And this one is in your wealth sector, Libra. So this could definitely indicate a major financial gain over the coming next 6 months. So because this is also your shared resources house, it might be a partnership deal that ends up paying off really well. Like if those of you are in some sort of business partnership. And if you're not in one, you definitely might want to think about getting into one at this time. And then on the 13th, we have Mercury and Neptune are going to be trining. So, you know, with Mercury being retrograde, right, because Mercury is retrograde, hanging out there with Neptune, your wildest ideas might end up being really flipping brilliant during this energy. So that's really good, and I think it's something that you need to really listen to. Like, don't try to make things fit into some sort of prescribed protocol. Be different, think outside the box, and give your imagination like free reign to come up with some really, really positive ideas for you having to do with your work, okay? So let's get right into your Celtic cross spread. Did want to just put those out there for you. So here we're going to have, this is the situation that you're dealing with right now, Four of Wands, Libra, and this is what's crossing you is the Empress energy. What's crowning you here, I am going to pull a separate crowning. What's crowning this reading is the Two of Cups. Okay, the foundation is Judgment. I like that for the foundation for sure. In the past, you were the Hangman. Okay, very pensive, wondering what to do. In the near future, we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is very nice. You right now are Five of Cups energy. This an external influence to you is Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups. This makes sense to me considering what I just said about the Taurus full moon for sure. Then we have your fear. Ooh, Ten of Wands. Okay, that's everybody's fear, isn't it? The Ten of Wands. And then the outcome, Ace of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Libra, I really like this. Okay. I'm going to pull a bottom of the deck. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is crowning you. What are you worried about? Look at these cards you got. Don't be so worried. Okay. All right, let's just talk about the crowning is you're worried about something. And I feel like this is a worry because of your past insecurities, and you're having a hard time trusting in things. And this is, this is a 3 a.m. card. You know, if I do this, then what about that? And then what about that if I do this? And they said this and they did that. You know, this is just a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress that the way it ends up, rearing its head is that it ends up, disturbing sleep. It creates this type of anxiety. It could be because there are external things going on in your life that are creating this, but it really can just be you mentally ruminating and worrying about something, okay? So we'll come back to that as we see fit, but let's get right, because I don't see really a lot of negative happening here in reality, I do have to tell you. So we have the situation right now. We have the Four of Wands, and, this is a beautiful energy. I mean, this is a marriage card. This is engagement. This is foundation. This is moving forward with somebody in a beautiful way. This is about connection. See, this is the Four of Wands, just to be clear. The Four of Wands, understand the progression. You have the Ace of Wands, which is the beginning of to feel very motivated to go and move forward in something. And then the Two of Wands is you figuring out what that path looks like. And the Three of Wands is you really like manifesting what you see on the horizon for yourself. And then the Four of Wands is that happening. So it's like what you've been thinking about in this Hangman energy, you are making happen for yourself. Oh, you have made happen for yourself. Definitely feeling like a turning of the tides here for you guys, for sure. You know, you guys are a cardinal sign. I am doing the cardinal sign. I did Scorpio first because it's their birthday, but I'm doing the cardinal signs first. So you guys have been through quite a lot. Now we have what's crossing you is the Empress. So the Empress is all about, you know, she's the mother of the zodiac, right? So she looks so tired though in this picture, does she not? But the Empress is the mother of, not the zodiac, of the tarot. So the Empress is all about planting seeds and bringing those seeds to fruition and growth and things happening. So I do feel like this is crossing you. I mean, these are two really, really positive, like things are happening. I don't know, with some of you moving in together, getting engaged, getting married. Are you seriously talking about moving something forward in a relationship or a job, right? Because this is general. We'll do love after this. This could certainly be like you figuring things out in your career. Now, crowning you here, we have the Two of Cups energy, which is about sharing of this heart space. Now, it doesn't have to be intimate. It's anything in your heart space that matters to you. So this can be anything in work, a project you're working on, maybe a partnership that you're working with, or that you're formulating, that you're creating a new partnership, like a work partnership, anything like that, anything where there's this shared space with another to do something positive. I do feel like that's here. But with the Two of Cups, understand that the underpinning of this energy is decisions. Decisions need to be made about this relationship, whatever it is, even if it has to do with a friendship or whatever. And whatever decisions are made in this space are going to have long-reaching folding out consequences, you know, kind of like a domino effect. Now, as far as the supporting the underpinning energy here is the Judgment, which is about you really thinking about everything that you've been through and have gone through, having to do with how you ended up where you are in your career, why you made the choices you've made, why you're with the person that you're with, why you were with the people you were with, and really assessing your motivations. But there's acceptance here. This is you being very accepting of someone else, and you being accepting of yourself and forgiving of yourself, so that you can move into this next phase of your life. Understanding that at all times, we all always do the very best we can in that moment. Sometimes that doesn't bring us the best results because we're human. And sometimes we don't see things clearly. But this is you acknowledging that. And as I mentioned already in the past, you were the Hangman. And this is about getting a global perspective and you pressing the pause button and saying, hold on, I got to just like recoup my everything, my resources, my mindset. Where am I going? What am I doing? And just not making any real decisions just yet. Kind of just hanging out in limbo though, waiting to see how something rolls out with a certain situation. So some of you maybe were waiting for something. Maybe you were waiting for a partner to return. Or you were waiting to find out if you got a job. Or you were waiting for a lawsuit to settle. Or you were waiting for something like that. Now in the Eight of Pentacles, this is all about you knowing how ambitious you are and you making this happen for yourself. Now, in the future, I feel like you're going to have a healthy sense of ego here where you really aren't going to want to let anybody stop you. You're really building this next phase of your life and you're very laser focused with this. So I really like that for you. Now, where you are right now is the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is really assessing what you needed to let go of and what you still have to work with. And I actually really like this, you know, it's you recognizing, okay, you know what? that person, that situation, that whatever, fill in the blank, may have taken things from me in a certain way, but they didn't take everything. And this is you getting in touch with what it is that you still own within you. And you really tapping into yourself and really making that happen for yourself. Because the external influence, you have the 10 of Cups. I mean, this is just so positive. This is such a positive energy. And this isn't a quick energy. This is overtime energy. The 10 of Cups is put up into this rainbow over time, one cup at a time over time. So this tells me that, you know, Libra, you guys paid your dues, and it's time that something external is happening to you that's very positive. All right, I just have to tell you guys something. I don't know if you could see on my arms, I have goosebumps everywhere. I'm a Taurus moon, so my messages come through in a very physical way. When my voice sounds weak, there's communication needed. When my back gets hot, those are very important messages. When I get goosebumps everywhere, this is so positive for you in every way. It really, really is. Such a beautiful external influence that if you haven't seen it yet, it's coming. Okay, it's coming. It could be a business offer. Oh my gosh, they're still coming. Yep. Still getting these goosebumps. Okay. Your fear, the 10 of Wands. Of course, you're afraid of the 10 of Wands. You're afraid of being overwhelmed. So Libra, I feel like the part of you is afraid, like, all right, if I get all of that, then what? What am I going to do with it if I get everything that I want? Some of you are going to have this issue where it's like, do I actually deserve it? Now, some of you are going to be like, hell yeah, I deserve it, but I'm really worried that I'm going to not have enough hours in the day to do everything that I need to do. I feel like I fear being overwhelmed. I'm afraid of being overwhelmed by this person or this situation. Even though it's ultimately good, I'm afraid of not being able to handle it the way that I should. But the outcome is the Ace of Pentacles. You guys are completely set up for a brand new start. A brand new start. Ace of Pentacles. I love the Pentacles energy because it means so many things. Yes, it means resources, but it also means the physical, everything in the physical. So it's, you know, how we connect, how we do relationship, right? How we support each other emotionally, physically, in the tangible and even in the mental, but that ends up showing itself in real life. Like how supported are we of our partner or of our business partner or of our career? Or how supportive are we of ourselves, you know? And this is just you being in this space of brand new sense of support. Beautiful, beautiful. I have to tell you, this is so positive. I really don't feel like I need to... I don't feel like I really need to pull anything here. So very positive energy, guys, when it comes to career is on point, my friends. Absolutely. All right, so let's pull some cards for Libra love. Libra love. Libra love. Libra love. Oh. 10 of Swords. What happened? So that's the past. Present. Angel de la Nuit. Yay! You got the bonus card. All right, I'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, anyway. Past, present, fear. What did I say? You're afraid of getting everything that you want. You don't know what you're going to do with it if you get it. Okay? And the outcome. 2 of Swords. You're confused. You're confused. We're going to pull more energy on that. All right. So 10 of Swords. Okay. So, I mean, I like this. I have to tell you, as far as love, this tells me that you guys are at the end of a chapter, a phase of something that was really not working for you. Now, for those of you who are not partnered, this is you coming to an end of still ruminating about an ex. This is you, you know, really... making a pact with yourself that you're going to get back out there. Now, for those of you who are partnered, this is you just understanding that you guys were in a weird period up to now, and that period needs to be over. It was a period that you felt disrespected, they felt disrespected somehow. There was just like not a meeting of the minds. And it wasn't even like, you know, who's wrong, who's right, doesn't even matter. Does it really even matter? I mean, it only matters in as far as you guys being able to... whatever hurts there were, to be able to validate your partner and them to validate you and have some empathy so that you guys are able to move on with a clear heart space. But I'm getting that there's, and listen, cycles happen all the time in relationships. I mean, it's ridiculous not to think that. If your relationship does not have an ebb and flow, there's something very false about it. The purest relationships have disagreements or whatever, but it's about remembering that you guys are on the same team, and communication has to always be front and center, right? So that's the difference. It's not having arguments isn't the bad part. It's how we argue, right? That's often an issue. So I'm getting that you guys came from a space of saying, you know what? This is done. I'm going to pull some past just to get some more messages on that. But in the present, we have Angel de la Nuit. And this is about, honey, don't worry, I gotcha. This is no more darkness of the night. The dark night of your soul is over. And a whole new cycle that's absolutely beautiful and full of support is about to begin. And this is happening in your love sector. So again, if you're not paired, you are meeting someone that's not going to last, but you guys are afraid of having the world. You have so much positive energy. Don't allow yourself to self-sabotage, Libra. Don't, okay? Make sure that when you're in this Two of Swords energy and the outcome, this is about you being at cross purposes, and I'm feeling more than anything with yourself. But we're going to pull some energy on that, because the Two of Swords is about sitting and waiting before making a final decision, and it's about weighing things out. Now, this could be, are you weighing things out within your own mind? I feel like you are. But let's get some information on that Ten of Swords. So you guys were in a space of where you guys initially, okay, leading up to this, you were in a space where you were very positive and you were very excited about sharing this life together, this commitment, this beautiful everything, right? But then there became this sense of lack in the relationship. Now, Pentacles, again, like I said, can mean resources, but it can also mean how you do connection and the ability to feel supported. And when we don't feel supported, we don't feel respected, right? So there was something went on, Libra, where I feel like you felt very disrespected by this person, okay? And there was a building up of this, though, over time, through a number of situations, I feel like, built up to that 10 of this 10 of Swords here. Definite disrespect here. Yeah, right. You guys were trying to move forward in this cycle. You were trying very hard, but there was a lot of ego issues. There were egos here. Ego became a problem for sure. Yeah, right. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So this is, again, you feeling really defensive. You were feeling, Seven of Pentacles is about feeling defensive of your sense of self, feeling defensive for your own opinions, your own thoughts, your own mindset, your land, your Libra land, right? So there ended up being this discord that ended up creating this. And, you guys were trying to build, you were trying to build something together, but you guys didn't have the same vision. And I feel like this created a significant amount of discord. You still loved each other, though, which is why neither of you left. The Ace of Cups is about, I feel like you guys had the conversation to start something new, and you really wanted to do that, And then, you came in as your air energy self, and you were just like, listen, this shit's not continuing. This is not going to keep happening. This is you putting your foot down. Like, oh, we're either in or out, guy, or girl, like in or out. And I feel like this pushed you to this. Like, you were just sick and tired of the anxiety. You were sick and tired of being sick and tired. And you went in and you said, this is what's up. And this ended up bringing you to the Angel de la Nuit card. And I love that. I love that for you. I want to pull some energies for the outcome here. We have the Knight of Cups. So we have the Two of Swords. So I am getting you're like at cross purposes. Yeah. You're at cross purposes, but this person that, let me just pull another energy just so I can have some. Yeah, you're very in your head, man. You're very in your head, because Knight of Cups is very positive. Libra, I have to tell you what I'm getting. Now, I'm not saying that you don't have reason to not be concerned, because this is definitely like the Nine of Wands is a very like self-imprisonment energy. You know, like you've just been through it. You know, you've been through a ton of war, like lots of fighting. You have the bruises and the blood to show it. You know it's not over yet, but you do have the gumption to continue. You do know that it's not over yet. There's still fight left here, but you're afraid of still having to fight for something. And this is telling me that you just, like, in the end, you just don't want to have to keep fighting for whatever this is. You just don't want to have to keep fighting for the communication, or fighting for the support, or fighting for whatever it is, for them to be showing up the way. But I feel like they are showing up. In the outcome, they are showing up. And yeah, so they're showing up and they're being really honest with you about stuff. I feel like, yes. All right, here we go. I like these two together. I like these two together because we have so much scorpionic energy, and the scorpionic energy is really pushing all of us to just dig down deep into the bottom of the barrel and really like look at our stuff and be really honest with ourselves and really look at what do we do in secret? What is in the recess of our minds? What are you really feeling, Libra? You know, what are you really feeling? This is you getting in touch with what's really in your mind and what matters to you. And there is definitely the end of a cycle. I love the Death card here. So again, this is the end of a cycle. This is the end of it's the end of a way of doing something, right? Because in the traditional Rider-Waite, when we have the Death card, we also have the Pope and the Sun that are there to illuminate and support us, right? Here we have these beautiful lilac flowers to help support us, to bring enlightenment. This is about enlightenment, right? Purple flowers mean enlightenment. But I do feel that you have this King of Cups and this Knight of Cups energy, which is about somebody coming in and wanting to do this with you, really wanting to work it out with you. You're willing and they're willing. And I do get this new cycle that's going to end up, you know, coming to fruition. You have so much support. And the thing is, you have to be afraid, stop being afraid of having everything that you need. Understand that your wishes matter and they're valued, and you need to stay laser focused on that with this Nine of Cups. This is about having what you need, and don't let anybody stop you. Like if this cycle needs to be done and you come in as the Queen of Swords and you're like, listen, that's not happening anymore, so if you want to be with me, this is what's going to be necessary in order to make this happen. If you're not in this space with me, there's the door. You're just not having it because you're very focused on your ambitions here. You have so much support in the career sector. You're going to be very focused. It doesn't mean that you're not thinking about love. You are, and you're so supported. I can't tell you how profound the Angel de la Nuit card is. It's very rare. It's, you know, it's the bonus in the deck, and it came out in your present. So you are so supported. You are past all that dark nonsense. You are working through all of this stuff. You are. Yes. I mean, look at, beautiful. I love this for your fears. The Hierophant. You know, you're afraid that things aren't going to look or feel a certain way if you progress forward. And this is where, you know, you just need to let go and just give it over to Spirit and just understand that you're making good decisions now, Libra. Like the best decisions that you've been made in a really long time. Your path is really becoming very defined. And I really like that. I really like that. Okay, Spirit. Let's pull a few yes-no cards for Libra. I'm not honoring reversals in the yes-no cards. 3 yes-no cards to give me some clarification. If this love situation or whatever Libra has on their heart in the area of love, will it come to pass in a way that they are wishing for? Eight of Wands, 6 of Wands, Knight of Swords. Yeah, I mean, listen, this is happening. This is happening for you. Someone's coming in with, they're confessing something, a truth, something. This could be somebody coming back from your past. Somebody, because we are Mercury retrograde, I do have to say that. This could be somebody coming back who's giving, who's offering you this truth, who really, I mean, listen, they moved away. They want to come back and they want to build with you. This was somebody who, this is somebody who was away, who went, now, Libra, this is totally up to you if you want to bother entertaining this person. It's totally up to you. For those Libras who are separated, Spirit, give me yes, no cards if they will be reconciling or reuniting with the person from their past. Temperance. Cups. King of Cups. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, Six of Cups is about missing and nostalgia and looking back on the past. This is the return of somebody from the past. I mean, this is the return from somebody from the past. Temperance is all about, this is the alchemical card. And you guys, when you get together, you're going to realize, like, you know, listen, in retrospect, what I needed was not met. What you needed was not met. What do we need to do, each of us, to create this third entity that would be our relationship, right? Because in every relationship, there's the man, there's the woman, or the man and the man, the woman and the woman, however, it doesn't matter, it's the couple. And then the third entity is the relationship itself. And we have to honor that and give that what it needs. And it's you guys getting really honest about that, and you guys being in absolutely the most beautiful space for that. I love the King of Cups energy because the King of Cups energy is all about communication within relationship, whereas the Queen of Cups energy is really about the understanding that we should be autonomous beings in relationship, that we should not lose our sense of self and our own identity. The King of Cups indicates, okay, know what we have to do, how we have to communicate, how we have to connect. And this is really talking everything out. And I think this is really, really positive outcome for those of you who are going to be reuniting with somebody from the past. Those of you already coupled and in a serious relationship, I do feel like that you went through a bit of a challenging period, but that you have the support to get through it. And a lot of communication is going to be happening, which is really, really good. And this is the beauty of Mercury retrograde, which is why I love Mercury retrograde. It does give us that opportunity to press the pause button and really sit down and talk about stuff that's been building up over time. It might be frustrating. The energies don't move forward as fast as we want, but be patient. It's going to happen. And again, back to that career. Your career looks awesome. So beautiful reading, in my opinion, Libra. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.